Hi there, thanks so much for hopping on. My name is Brittany Patterson and I want to talk to you guys about something I do every single day that a lot of other famous people do and successful people do, and I want to share a story about Jim Carey and how some of the practices that have made him successful are things that I've started implementing and that I want to share with you. So before Jim Carey was found and before he really got his kickoff with Dumb and Dumber and all those, older famous movies, he was extremely poor. He actually lived in a van with his family, ate out of cans. He was extremely poor and did a lot of his work for free because he was just trying to get audience. He was trying to get traction. But he believed in himself enough to write himself a check for $10 million. He wrote a date on it and he wrote for acting services rendered. And it was, a little bit in the future, I think maybe 10 or 15 years into the future, and correct me if I'm wrong, but he wrote himself a check. And every day from that day until the day he got it, he told himself that he was going to make that $10 million. And he told himself every day that he was successful and that he could do this and that he was a good actor. And he then went on to perform and act like he was a good actor. And so what he did, and what we like to call, is affirmations. Something that sounds crazy, but is so simple that it actually works. Affirmations is part of my morning routine that I've shared with all of you already, but it's something that I really want to hone in on because I don't believe a lot of you are sold on the idea of how strong our thoughts can be. Think about it. When you're alone, you hear your thoughts. When you're with people, you hear your thoughts. There's thoughts going through your head all day long, and they are the loudest and strongest thoughts you have. So when you're thinking about negative thoughts and worrying about things in the future, that's what your mind is going to focus on. That's what your behavior is going to focus on. That's what your reality will manifest. However, if you begin to think of life more positive, if you begin to tell yourself affirmations just like Jim Carey did, that you are confident, that you are strong, that you are beautiful, that you are capable of success, that money comes to you easily, whatever your affirmations need to be, and believe that they're true, and then act on those affirmations, they may just come true, just like Jim Carey's did. I actually just saw a new movie in the theaters last week called Girls Trip, which is hysterical, but one of the actors in that movie did exactly that. She told herself affirmations right before she went on stage to do a show, or right before she went on stage to speak to anybody. She told herself those affirmations. Your affirmations are going to sound different than mine because we all have different goals. And your affirmations align with those goals. Right now, one of my main goals is to be more at peace, more calm, because I feel like my stress levels are higher right now because of my pregnancy and because of my high risk, that I need to remind myself to stay calm. When I first started doing affirmations, I sounded insane. I was giggling while I was saying them. I wasn't totally sold on the idea. So what I did was I went into my phone and I set alarms throughout the day. There's one that went off right when I woke up around 6 o'clock, right in the afternoon when I would take my lunch, right when I would get home, and right before I go to bed. There was different affirmations, and it literally said, "Say, I am confident." And so then on my phone, whether or not I was using it, and a reminder would pop up and it would say, "I am confident." And I would just say it out loud. It came to a time that I was saying these things all day long. My goals were being met. I told you guys that I was able to leave my job that I was very unhappy with. I was able to make more of an income. I'm happier and more at peace because I did affirmations. So these aren't just things that I think are a great idea. Jim Carrey does them, Oprah does them, lots of famous people believe in them, and I would love to help you get started with affirmations. If you have questions on how I got started or where to begin, please don't hesitate to reach out. I really believe that the voices in our head can be positive and life-changing if we let them. Thanks for watching.